Not in my house. Let's go! Come on, come on!
Mike, you talk about reaching back and throwing it down.
And the Prince loves it. Oh my God!
And on three. 1, 2, 3.
Win.
Dear classmates, I congratulate us for having the power. Who would have thought one can major in social media, minor in catology, or major in Mobile Legends, minor in ensaymada baking, or major in TikTok, minor in anime studies. Totoo and chismis, we really can do it all. And since we still have loads to discover, it is time to get giga-powered with Smart Gigapower. Enjoy 20 gigabytes for all sites and apps for only 149 pesos, so we can jump from app to app, passion to passion, chica to chica.
Para more ang saya.
Get giga-powered na day! My apologies. Download the GigaLife app and choose Gigapower. Simple, smart ako. Dear classmates, I congratulate us for having the power. Who would have thought one can major in social media, minor in catology, or major in Mobile Legends, minor in ensaymada baking, or major in TikTok, minor in anime studies. Totoo and chismis, we really can do it all. And since we still have loads to discover, it is time to get giga-powered with Smart Gigapower. Enjoy 20 gigabytes for all sites and apps for only 149 pesos, so we can jump from app to app, passion to passion, chica to chica.
Para more ang saya.
Get giga-powered na day! My apologies. Download the GigaLife app and choose Gigapower. Simple, smart ako. Dear classmates,
Not in my house. Let's go! Come on, come on!
Mike, you talk about reaching back and throwing it down.
And the Prince loves it. Oh my God!
And on three. 1, 2, 3.
Win.
Not in my house. Let's go! Come on, come on!
Mike, you talk about reaching back and throwing it down.
And the Prince loves it. Oh my God!
And on three. 1, 2, 3.
Win.
Dear classmates, I congratulate us for having the power. Who would have thought one can major in social media, minor in cartology, or major in Mobile Legends, minor in ensaymada baking, or major in TikTok, minor in anime studies. Totoo and chismis, we really can do it all. And since we still have loads to discover, it is time to get giga-powered with Smart Gigapower. Enjoy 20 gigabytes for all sites and apps for only 149 pesos, so we can jump from app to app, passion to passion, chica to chica.
Para more ang saya.
Get giga-powered na day!
My apologies. Download the GigaLife app and choose Gigapower. Simple, smarter code. Dear classmates, I congratulate us for having the power. Who would have thought one can major in social media, minor in cartology, or major in Mobile Legends, minor in ensaymada baking, or major in TikTok, minor in anime studies. Totoo and chismis, we really can do it all. And since we still have loads to discover, it is time to get giga-powered with Smart Gigapower. Enjoy 20 gigabytes for all sites and apps for only 149 pesos, so we can jump from app to app, passion to passion, chica to chica.
Para more ang saya.
Get giga-powered na day!
My apologies. Download the GigaLife app and choose Gigapower. Simple, smarter code. Dear
Not in my house. Let's go! Come on, come on!
Mike, you talk about reaching back and throwing it down.
And the bench loves it. Oh my God!
And on three. 1, 2, 3.
Win.
Dear classmates, I congratulate us for having the power. Who would have thought one can major in social media, minor in cartology, or major in Mobile Legends, minor in ensaymada baking, or major in TikTok, minor in anime studies. Totoo and chismis, we really can do it all. And since we still have loads to discover, it is time to get giga-powered with Smart Gigapower. Enjoy 20 gigabytes for all sites and apps for only 149 pesos, so we can jump from app to app, passion to passion, chica to chica.
Para more ang saya.
Get giga-powered na day!
My apologies. Download the GigaLife app and choose Gigapower. Simple, smarter code. Dear classmates, I congratulate us for having the power. Who would have thought one can major in social media, minor in cartology, or major in Mobile Legends, minor in ensaymada baking, or major in TikTok, minor in anime studies. Totoo and chismis, we really can do it all. And since we still have loads to discover, it is time to get giga-powered with Smart Gigapower. Enjoy 20 gigabytes for all sites and apps for only 149 pesos, so we can jump from app to app, Passion to passion, chika to chika.
Para more ang saya.
Giga-powered na day!
My apologies. Download the Giga Life app and choose Giga Power. Simple, smart a code. Dear classmates, I congratulate us.
A great look at the Muntinlupa Sports Center, where it plays host to the 2022 PhilBasket Summer Championship presented by Pure Gold. As we're halfway through our quadruple header for today, as the Pasig Santa Lucia Realtors, winners of 3 straight, takes on a team looking to bounce back, the family's brand sardines, Atami Sardines Zamboanga. And hello everyone who's watching us on Facebook, YouTube, Kumu, and TikTok, and our delayed telecast on Solar Sports. Ako po si Ken Pangilinan alongside Coach Mike Perez. And also working here on a Palm Sunday, our third member, si Megan Cabrera, working the sidelines. Coach Mike, it's been a great 2 games so far. Meron pang 2 laro.
Yep, and I think we're in the part of the season na talagang everything is a must-win already for all of the teams because you want to advance in this season of PhilBasket.
As we take a look at the team standings, major implications in this game with Bacolod and Kuala Lumpur Asil winning their respective games.
Yep, and I think it's very important for these 2 teams contrasting yung magiging output pag sila nanalo. No? So in the case of Atami Sardines Zamboanga, when they win, at least they get into the advancing 8. Ito namang Pasig team natin, the Realtors, they wanna win so that they get into the top 4 and they enjoy the twice to beat advantage.
So unahin na natin itong Pasig Santa Lucia Realtors after losing a close game versus the All-Star Bacolod Ballers Bengo Plus. They've been on a tear, winning their last 3 games.
That's right, and they've been playing the last 4 playing days. They've been playing, but after dropping that very first assignment, and then they won all the next 3. That's with EOG, San Juan, and ICC. And of course, they hope that it's going to be another streak today when they go up against the Atami Sardines team. One thing that happened in that ICC game really was 3-point shots. No, 3 of the top 4 scorers of Pasig team really shot above 40% in the 3-point region. And the assists, the guards really were at it. 21 of the 25 assists came from all the guards. Kaya doon nagiging advantage yung guard-oriented system nito nga Pasig team natin. And also, lastly, of course, yung bench points. With June Manzo coming off the bench, with Tyrone Chan coming off the bench, these guys produced 70% of the points, of the total points of Pasig in that game.
Speaking of off the bench, Ryan Costello, who started their first game, scored 18 points, has come off the bench in their last 3 games. Pero same result, 20 points, 4 rebounds, 2 assists kontra dito sa ICC Blue Hawks.
Definitely. Ryan Costello is lethal for the Realtors and a huge threat for the other teams. No? Ryan Costello, of course, in ICC shot 50% from the 2-point region and 50% as well from the 3-point region. So very accurate from a production standpoint ang naging showing nitong si Ryan Costello in the last game.
So punta naman natin itong Family's Brand Sardines, Atami Sardines Zamboanga, which led as much as 7 points in the first half nung last match nila against the AFP FST Cavaliers. But itong AFP turned things around in the second half, kaya sila nanalo doon 78-74.
That's right. Well, placed 7th league-wide in terms of 3-point percentages versus FSD. They were miserable, 5 of 27 from the field, merely just 18% shooting right there. Bench points, also 60% of the team's bench points came from the bench, and with Adi Santos, Chito Jaime, and Chino Mosqueda also contributing to that cause.
Binanggit mo na Adi Santos, a guy that does one thing great, give 100% each and every game.
Adi's been splendid in the Summer Championship. So he doubled his points and his rebounds compared to his previous team, yung M-Trans Batangas, his numbers are up right now. 13 points per game versus 6, and then 10 versus 5 rebounds per game in this season.
At itagdag mo na dyan, Chino Mosqueda, arguably their most consistent performer so far para dito sa Atami Sardines.
Yep, Chino's been playing the way Chino should be, but he's got to have more to contribute for the Atami Sardines team. And of course, very important for Chino to have that leadership, especially if we want Atami to proceed or to the next level of this tournament.
So handa na ang ating dalawang kupunan. We'll turn you over to Tops Juliano for the player introductions.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Again, we are coming to you live here at the Muntinlupa Sports Center as we continue our quadruple header in the Sunday game day of the Phil Basket Summer Championship 2022, presented by Pure Gold. For the third matchup, it's the Pasig Santa Lucia Realtors going up against the Family's Brand Sardines, Atami Sardines, Zamboanga. And now, let's meet the starters. First up, for the Pasig Santa Lucia Realtors. Standing 5'10" from Adamson University at point guard, number 22, Rob Manalan. Shooting guard, standing 5'10" from UST, number 30, Clark Bautista. At 6'1", coming from the University of the Philippines, at small forward, number 0, Dimo De Boralde. At power forward, standing 6'3", number 37, from Far Eastern University, J.M. Gonzalez. And at center, standing 6'7", from San Sebastian College, Recoletos, number 18, Jason Ballesteros. Head coach for the Pasig Santa Lucia Realtors is Bong de la Cruz. And now, here are the starters for the Family's Brand Sardines, Atami Sardines Zamboanga. Standing 5'10" from Centro Escolar University, number 0, at point guard, Aaron Heruta. Standing 6'1" from National University, number 2, shooting guard, Chino Mosqueda. At power forward, standing 6'4", number 28, from AMA, Chito Jaime. Coming in at center, standing 6'4", from the University of the East, number 9, Adi Santos. And at small forward, standing 6'2", from STI, number 17, the Samurai, Chaps Bautista. Interim head coach for the Family's Brand Sardines, Atami Sardines Zamboanga, is Hubert de los Santos.
As we take a look at the starting lineups for both teams, Coach Mike, itong dalawang kupunan sticking with their starting lineup their past matches.
Yeah, nothing surprising, nothing new to this starting five for both teams. They really just want to start the match the way they usually would and hope that the guys from the bench would come up and produce more to support the starting five.
And coincidentally, Coach Mike, itong Pasig Santa Lucia Realtors, they used this starting lineup nung second game nila and they won 3 straight since.
That's right. Minsan ayaw mo nang baguhin yung starting five mo dahil meron mga magic na nangyayari and you wanna keep that usual, I guess parang ritual na rin in some sort of way para dito sa mga teams na naglalaban dito sa Phil Basket.
So first possession, mapupunta dito sa Atami Sardines Zamboanga. Aaron Heruta kicks it out. Chito Jaime, who's been splendid the last 3 games, draws that foul.
And very evident that time as the Atami Sardines team ran their 4 outside weave motion set. Immediately when they saw Chito Jaime on the 3-point region free, immediately that's a long close out because they know that Chito Jaime has the capability to make that basket from there. And so they make him a dribbler instead, where there'll be people inside the shaded area to stop him in scoring.
Chito Jaime, who played for M-Trans Batangas Boracay de la Ia last season, gets Atami Sardines on the board. Samantala itong Pasig Santa Lucia Realtors, Robbie Manalang, who was splendid in their first 3 games, really struggled in the last 2. Only 4 points, 9 assists kontra dito sa ICC Blue Hawks. Let's see if he could get his game going here. Bautista kontra dito kay Bautista. Mintes sa kanyang tira.
Well, they tried to set up that elevator for Tata Clark Bautista but couldn't get anything. And right now, it's the Atami Sardines team now with the offense.
Atami Sardines looking to get into a good start. And there's that three, courtesy of Japs Bautista.
If Japs Bautista makes those threes early in this game, it's going to be a very good welcome development para dito kala Coach Hubert and Coach Marlon.
Turnover para dito sa Pasig. What a behind the back pass. Chino Jaime. Sorry, miss. Manalang kontra dito kay Heruta. Pulls up. It's short. Ballesteros with the rebound. Great fight inside. But Adi Santos swats that ball away.
Well, the big guy Jason Ballesteros getting that leather inside that paint, but the defense really collapsing on the big man.
8 seconds sa kanilang shot clock. Manalang, second attempt. Still short. Quick outlet dito, and Japs Bautista caught dancing to the wrong song.
Sayang, after converting a three on the other end, dito nagka-traveling kagad itong si Japs Bautista. But you'll notice though that the Pasig Realtors are, I guess, are really more comfortable hitting the three-pointers because right now in the league-wide, they're number 10 in terms of 2-point attempts at 42 per game, and their conversion is roughly about 45.2%, which ranks them 10th of all the teams here in this season.
Right on cue, tres na naman, but mintis doon para dito kay JM Gonzalez. Battle for the loose ball, won by Atami Sardines as a touchdown courtesy of Adi Santos.
You saw Adi Santos trying to contest on the other end, defending whoever is in front of him, and right there, siya pa yung unang bumaba. That's the contribution that we were talking about and the willingness of Adi Santos to help his team just to get a win.
Does really all the dirty work. Talking about Adi Santos, 8 seconds left sa kanilang shot clock. Moralde. Hard drive to the hoop. That floater drops.
Well, that's one thing they gotta get going with Dave Moralde, and he's one of the matured players and the experienced players that they're really looking at para dito sa Pasig Realtors.
And we would like to thank Wilson, the official game ball of the 2022 Phil Basket. Meanwhile, Aaron Heruta, scoop shot is good. So 8.
Yeah, overcommitting on that defense itong si Robbie Manalang, kaya nakakita ng gap si Aaron Heruta for that easy scoop shot from the baseline.
Approaching the 7-minute mark here in the first quarter. Moralde, this time wala. Atami Sardines, quick start here as Chito Jaime brings the lead up to 8, 10-2.
Wow, fast break points right now. About 4 points already for Atami Sardines. Normally, they'd get about 10 in a game. And this is looking like a good development para dito sa Atami Sardines team.
Ballesteros trying to seal off. Ito si Jaime. Turnover na naman dito para sa nakaputi. Adi Santos gets fouled hard there by JM Gonzalez.
And what you like about that is habang nandun sa kabila, dumedepensa sila. After the deflection, immediately babaan kaagad yung mga players niya, just like what we see here on that conversion by Chito Jaime on that beautiful setup of that fast break for Atami Sardines.
And that instant replay is brought to you by Smart. Simple, smart ako. So palitan agad ng tao dito ang Santa Lucia. We've got Tyrone Chan checking in. And ito si Lester Tamayo.
Yep, and that's where I guess the main contribution of the players from Pasig would be those coming off the bench. You know, we still see June Manzo sitting on the bench right there, but eventually, sometime in the first quarter, expect that he's gonna come in to join Tyrone and Lester Tamayo.
Saka maganda ngayon pinapakita ng Atami Sardines. In their last game, they gave up 29 free throws kontra doon sa AFP FSD Makati Cavaliers. As we turn you over to Megan Cabrera for this report.
Ken, nakausap ko nga ang coaches ng parehong koponanan. Coach Bong de la Cruz of Pasig Santa Lucia Realtors said that they previously had a tune-up game with Atami Sardines Zamboanga at kailangan nilang bumawi ngayon sa actual game. Their focus is on defense, boxing out, and rebounding. Sabi nga ni Coach, each game is crucial and this is a sprint. It's a short tournament and they always have to be in good physical and mental shape. On the other side naman, sa Atami Sardines Zamboanga, ang sabi nilang kailangan nila is ma-surpass nila ang energy ng Pasig and they have to dictate the pace. The best motivation for them is always to win para ma-regain nila ang kanilang momentum and ma-raise ang moral para hindi sila umilalim. Ken and Mike?
Maraming salamat, Megan. So far, Atami Sardines has Pasig's number. They're up 11-2, under 6 minutes remaining in the first quarter.
And I think you have to credit that to the aggression of the Atami Sardines team. As you see that basket right there by Aaron Heruta. Beautiful move of that post play against Rob Manala.
4 points para dito kay Aaron Heruta. Actually, solid numbers para dito kay Aaron. 4.8 points per game as we take a look at that move. That move of the game is brought to you by Pure Gold. So I mentioned, Coach Mike, ito Aaron Heruta and Coco Pingoy rather, really the catalyst sa offense nitong mga nakaberde.
That's right. And I think Aaron Heruta is doing a good job of starting the point guard scene para dito sa Atami Sardines, and he's really setting up that offense for Atami Sardines to be able to sustain a win, hopefully again to do it in this match.
Meanwhile, June Manzo pinasok na dito ni Coach Bong de la Cruz. Robbie Malalang this time from free. That's good.
They're really more comfortable getting those threes from their system that they use, the dribble drive system that they use. Threes are really something that they love. And as we see a hook here, I think that's going to be called on Aaron Heruta.
So after a 14-2 run, Pasig Santa Lucia cuts the lead back to single digits as Jeric Teng also in para dito sa mga nakaputi.
I think very evident dito rin, Ken, is talagang both teams gusto kong i-push yung bola. They want to go to quick transition for their teams.
Great fight inside. Lester Tamayo bumping into Adi Santos.
Good high-low read there between Tyrone Chan and Lester Tamayo. Lester going to that open spot, and Tyrone just easily found him for that easy deuce.
We're now at the halfway point of the first quarter. 14-7 is our tally. Chito Jaime attacks the closeout. That floater drops.
That two-man game between Japs Bautista and Chito Jaime, very dangerous because of the movement of Chito Jaime and the capability of a Japs Bautista to finish.
Meanwhile, June Manzo using that solid Tyrone Chan screen. Aaron Heruta kontra dito kay Rob Manalang. Chito Jaime. Back to Aaron, posting up Robbie. 10 seconds to work with. And naagaw dito ng Pasig Santa Lucia. Fast break opportunity. Tyrone Chan streaking inside.
Like what we told you, the beautiful contribution of June Manso and Tyrone Chan coming off the bench. Now early here, nakikita natin sa Pasig Realtors.
So 16-11 is our count. So natapyas na itong Pasig Santa Lucia ang kalamangan. Only 5 points. 4 minutes, 19 seconds left in the first quarter.
Not in my house. Let's go! Come on, come on!
You talk about reaching back and throwing it down.
And the bench loves it. Oh my God!
And on three.
Back here inside the Muntinlupa Sports Center for the continuation of the 2022 PhilBasket Summer Championship presented by Pure Gold. June Manzo, really strong performance the last 2 games para dito sa Pasig Santa Lucia.
Oh, definitely. His contribution, his leadership has really brought about the needed added point guard capability para dito sa Pasig Realtors, especially if you combine sila June Manso, Rob Manalang, and you have Robbie Lucero coming off the bench. Minsan, you couple that with Dave Morales, so another guard, and that's going to be a difficult cover for any team that they go up against.
Meanwhile, Coco Pingoy, nandito na para dito sa Atami Sardines, Zamboanga, who are leading by 5 points, 16-11. Manzo finds Tyrone Chan, pumukol sa 3, drops it in.
Very good read. They saw that Chito Jaime was sagging on that lift in the three-point region from top of the keep from dito sa kay Tyrone Chan, and easy basket there for Tyrone.
Japs Bautista, nawala ang bola doon, but you'd like Japs Bautista. Last year was content on taking that three-pointer, standing behind the three-point line. But here, ito si Coach Hubert de Los Santos, really tasking him to create more para sa kanyang mga kakampi.
Yeah, and I guess it's the freedom that the coaches give the players of Atami Sardines to be able to create and find those open spots para whoever is the least guarded should really be taking the shot. And so that's why nagiging maganda yung sa kanila if they continue to play that way.
Jabs Bautista, only 6 points the last game but 8 assists. As he drives down the lane, brings the lead up to 4.
Right now, Atami Sardines very aggressive on the fast break points. And so far from what we have, they roughly have about 8 points already in fast break para dito sa Atami Sardines.
Tyrone Chan pumukol na naman ng 3. Back-to-back threes courtesy of Tyrone Chan.
And true to their percentages, they really love their threes. Tyrone Chan hitting 2 out of 2 from beyond the arc right now.
Tanda natin, no more Jexter Apinan. Jabs Bautista nandito na nga para dito sa Atami Sardines. As right on cue, tries to answer. No go.
And kita mo itong Pasig immediately pagka switch ng offense. Immediately takbo kagad, tingin kagad kung sino libre.
Jeric Teng scoreless so far here sa field basket. May pagkakataon to get on board with the free throws.
Yep, and Jeric Teng seeing that long closeout right there by Javillionar, knew that open slot was open down below. He tried to grab it, and eventually he was fouled on his way to the hoop.
Jeric Teng missing on that first free throw. So missed the game versus Muntinlupa due to back spasms and only averaged 5 minutes the past 2 games.
Yep, and of course, if you're Jeric Teng, you wanna be contributing some more para sa Pasig Santa Lucia, and especially right now if you wanna go up into the top 4.
Finally, on board na itong si Jeric Teng as he ties the ball game up. Jeff Javillionar. Those two had history ng sa UAAP. Jeff Javillionar, Labanga, itong si Jeric Teng in his last season para dito sa UST Growling Tigers.
Yep.
Jeric Teng missed a chunk of games during that season.
That's right. And you know, of course, from the Teng family, knowing the basketball history of that, marami ka talagang, it's very rich in terms of experience and the legacy that they bring to Philippine basketball.
Jeff Javillionar also struggling so far, although he had 6 points, 6 rebounds in 10 minutes kontra dito sa AFP FSD Makati Cavaliers.
So season-wide, itong Atami Sardines shooting only about 67% from the free throws. So maybe that's one, I guess, Achilles heel for this team that I'm sure they're trying to address in every practice that they have with Coach Hubert and Coach.
Gandang pasa naman doon. June Manzo again finding Tyrone Chan inside.
Yeah, but once that defense broke down and collapsed on June Manzo, immediately nandun na si Tyrone Chan. And Ryan Costello hindi atras yan kahit kanino. Poste man yan o face-up guarding.
Eksaktong 2 minuto ang nalalabi sa ating unang yugto. Pasig Santa Lucia now in the lead 20-19 after trailing by as much as 12 points here in the first quarter.
Well, Atami Sardines right now shooting 85% from the field compared to 36 from Pasig Santa Lucia Realtors. But really it's the 3 points that's the main weapon of itong Pasig, to which right now they're still doing really good, shooting 60%, going 3 out of 5 in their last attempt, especially with those conversions, open conversions of Tyrone Chan.
Chino Mosqueda knocks down that free throw. So lamang na ulit itong Atami Sardines. Ryan Costello has been huge so far para dito sa Pasig Santa Lucia. Attacks Coco Pingoy. Joy Ignacio with the interception. Finds Chino Mosqueda. And that turnaround drops.
And Ignacio almost fumbling there. Buti na lang naka-recover in time for that pass to Chino Mosqueda, who gave them a little pump fake before going for that shot.
92 seconds left here in the first quarter. June Manzo, all business. Pero nagbintes.
How about yung last game ni June Manzo?
Right.
Na talagang grabe nilalaro nito. Nakailang bagsak yata to sa floor, and you know, those are not very easy falls that he was involved in. And sobrang, I guess, sa lakas ng katawan brought about by the training that they have every time that they go and prepare for their games.
Meanwhile, Josan Nimes pinasok na dito. Costello being hounded by Coco Pingoy. 5 seconds to work with. Using the Nimes screen. Costello for free. In and out. Coco Pingoy. Pasa dito kay Mosqueda. Trying to use his height advantage. Finds
beautiful
Jason
pass
straight.
right there.
But Jeric Teng nandun for that block.
But you would understand the frustration there of Chino Mosqueda. I mean, he got the guy committed. He saw that roll underneath, that curve under in that shade there. Let's see that again. That beautiful curve. But Jason Straight just couldn't get that basket to go in.
Great help defense para dito kay Jeric Teng. As Choi Ignacio fires from deep. That's too strong. Wala nang isang minuto dito sa first quarter. Josan Nimes. That floater, no. Coco Pingoy kontra dito kay Costello.
Love that matchup.
Pasa dito kay Villanar. Jeric Teng really denying itong si Choi Ignacio.
That's right. Good cover right there by Jeric Teng, Ken. And he still does make a good coverage.
At tuluyan na nawala ang bola para dito sa Atami. Josan Nimes attacks Jeff Villanar and buries that floater.
I'm sure kung namintis yun ni Josan Nimes, hindi mapapatawad ni Jeric Teng yun doon sa hirap ng dinepensa niya on the other end. But really credit to the aggression on the defensive end para dito sa Pasig Realtors.
Last shot time para dito sa Atami Sardines. Pingoy using that Villanar screen. Eludes the defense is Tyron Chan, but Nimes swats that ball away to punctuate the first quarter. Kung saan lamang po ang Atami Sardines sa Zamboanga by a solitary point, 23-22. And great performance so far para dito kay Tyron Chan. 8 early points off the bench.
Yeah, leading all scorers right now with 8 points. And of course, field goal shootings have been the story on two different sides. The 2-point conversion going for Atami Sardines with 77%, while the Pasig Sta Realtors going 60% from the 3-point region so far.
Chito Jaime meanwhile nagtitimon together with Japs Bautista, 5 points each. So second quarter in just a bit, magbabalik mo kami.
Not in my house. Let's go! Come on, come on!
You talk about reaching back and throwing it down.
And the bench loves it. Oh my God!
And on three. 1, 2, 3.
Win.
Back here inside the Muntinlupa Sports Center for the 2022 PhilBasket Summer Championship presented by Pure Gold. Yung mga tao unti-unti nagdadagsaan dito because later on, the Muntinlupa Angeles Resort EOG Cooley will take on the San Juan Knights as the former San Juan Knight, June Manzo, misses on that free.
Well, I think two things that's notable in that first quarter of action, Ken. The first is that yung bench points ng nitong Pasig Realtors, 17 of the 23 points all coming from the bench, courtesy of Tyron Chan and June Manzo. These guys have really produced well para dito sa Pasig Realtors. Samantala, on the other end naman, as we see that triple by Coco Pingoy, ang fast break points of Atami Sardines, really numbers that's even way better than their season average of 8.8. Right now, they have 8 points and I think they're gonna breach that today in this game.
So tandaan natin, lumamang itong Atami Sardines 14-2 early in the first quarter as we would like to thank Cantigo Scoreboard Multisports Scoring Solutions. 8 seconds sa shot clock nitong mga nakaberde. Jason Straight. Reggie Morido, naagawan dito ni June Manzo.
Ganda ng depensa ng June Manzo that time.
Dave Moralde, Ryan Costello, Josan Nimes, June Manzo, and Lester Tamayo in para dito sa Pasig Santa Lucia. Samantala, Jason Straight, Jerry Pingoy, Jeff Villanar, Reggie Morido, and Choi Ignacio. The 5 para dito sa Atami Sardines.
And Pasig Realtors really have a good set of medium-range shooters as well as threes here on the floor right now. Even Lester Tamayo can hit it from beyond the arc. So really the potency of yung three-point weapon para dito sa Pasig is clearly shown here on the floor.
So quick timeout dito para sa Pasig Santa Lucia Realtors as they trail by 4 points, 26-22 early in the second quarter. Mr. Buddy Encarnado of the Pasig Santa Lucia Realtors. For sure, masaya yan. 3-game winning streak para dito sa Pasig.
Correct. And they're looking for their fourth today. Hopefully to give another good news para kay Sir Buddy Encarnado.
Meanwhile, Aaron Heruta intercepts that pass. Jeff Avillonar, power move into basket.
And they just scored their 10th fast break point already in this match, Ken, and goes to show na talagang gusto nilang bilisan ang laro and they want to tire out itong Pasig Santa Lucia Realtor guards.
Meanwhile, Phil Basket is brought to you by Cilium Fiber, manufactured by Leoni Agri Corporation. Josa Nimes pumukol ng tres. And he buries it.
And he knew, Josa Nimes knew na sa length nitong si King Destacamento, kayang-kaya niyang i-launch yung 3 na yon dahil medyo may gap yung depensa pre-provide ni King that time.
Wild shot by King Destacamento. Josa Nimes. Collision there with Choi Ignacio.
The presence of mind of Josa Nimes immediately when he saw that leather was very close to Ignacio, went between the legs. Wow.
Meanwhile, makikibalita muna tayo kay Megan.
Ken, I had the chance to listen in on the huddle of the Pasig Santa Lucia Realtors, and ang payo ni Coach ay kunin ang bola at i-involve ito na maayos. They have to make sure that they follow their play and that they have their defense covered. Jeric Teng, team captain, definitely reassures his team na okay naman ang depensa nila nung first quarter. They just really have to sustain it. Ken and Mike?
Thank you, Megan. Alam mo, Coach Mike, natutuwa ako kay Megan. Right? Nasa team yung suot niya ngayon sa laro natin.
Oo nga. Grabe. Swak na swak yung kulay mo sa ating team for the day. The color of the day, ha? Very good. Ikaw rin naman, Ken. Pasok ka rin.
Meanwhile, Jeric Teng balik dito para dito sa Pasig Santa Lucia Realtors. They are trailing by 3 points with 7 minutes and 45 seconds left in the second quarter.
Well, alluding to yung report kanina ni Megan, sabi ni Jeric Teng is that kailangan lang nilang dumepensa. To which yun naman nga yung pinakita sa ating kanina ni Jeric Teng, no? Na talagang, you know, he was in front of whoever that possession was with, trying to stop them from getting into any dribble drives or any shot.
Si Choi Ignacio, yung hinaras niya kanina, forcing him into a turnover. Meanwhile, Reggie Morito, former NU standout, nakalaban ni Javi Palanya to sa juniors.
Dapat yata hamunin ulit ni Javi ito.
Known as a rugged defender for the Bullpups. Rattles out that second free throw. 4-point lead para dito sa Atami Sardines.
Kita mo yung respeto kay Rob Manalang. Backward pa lang kinukuha na.
Hands it off. Dave Moralde. Ni Yoyo pa, pumasok ang kanyang tira.
I just love a corner guy lifting and right-handed na dribbling towards the middle. Very potent yung move na yan. As you see, another 3 right there by Ignacio.
Step back 3, automatic para dito kay Choi Ignacio.
And right now, both teams doing pretty well from the 3-point region. Atami Sardines shooting about 40%, while itong Pasig is shooting at 44% sa beyond the arc.
Rob Manalang uses that JM Gonzalez screen. Offhand floater, wala. Bola mananatili dito sa Pasig. Tyrone Chan, pinalitan muna dito si Lester Tamayo. as that move of the game is presented to you by Pure Gold.
Nagpaganda pa dun, yung nilagyan pa ng konting flavor ni Dave Moralde, konting baba ng tira eh. Kaya kung talaga fan, mapapalakpak eh.
But that time, unsuccessful na agawan. Jeric Teng forced to give up that foul.
And again, Atami Sardines, really high-octane offense right now. Immediately, when they get that live turnover, they want to run the other end na hindi pa pinapaset up yung depensa ng Pasig.
And that's something na hindi magugustuhan ni Coach Bong de la Cruz. They've actually held teams to 75.3 points per contest. So that tells you maganda yung pinapakita nilang depensa so far. As Troy Ignacio, shot clock winding down, attempts another three. This time wala. Jeric Teng trying to extricate the defense. Jeric Teng, it's been a struggle so far, Coach Mike. Last season, average 8 points per contest in the Phil Basket Subic bubble. So, ano ba sa tingin mo kailangan niyang gawin to get his groove going?
Well, I think one thing that he mentioned when he was interviewed the very first time was that he acknowledged that there are certain rustiness na mangyayari because it's been quite some time that he played in. And true enough, he's really trying to get back into that groove. Siguro, more sessions of practice and more to get himself into more of the team movements. As we see his shot right there. So that it eases up his movements and motion inside the system of the Pasig Realtors.
So nice namin ipaalam that Happily is available via Grab, Delivery, and Takeout. Napakasarap po niyan. So dapat tikman ninyo. Meanwhile, approaching the 6-minute mark of the second quarter, lamang pa rin dito ang Atami Sardines by 5. Santos, backdoor cut dito kay Morido.
That's a good read. Once they saw that they didn't have that handoff on the side of Japs Bautista, immediately they went to the other end. Beautiful back there, right there by Morido.
Brings the lead up to 7 points. Jeric Teng attacks his defense. Fakes off his defender.
Wow.
Left-handed finish.
Wow, that's the Jeric Teng that we knew from back. Kahit na galing siya sa back spasms, kita mo talagang lumalaban itong si Jeric Teng.
Spin move, Heruta. Rattles in that floater.
Heruta able to extricate himself from Rob Manalang, seeing that little space, spun left and went middle for that floater. Beautiful job there.
Manalang, step back. Hindi nakabawi doon. Mabilis na palitan dito. Aaron Heruta sends it to Adi Santos. Reggie Morido running hard para doon sa layup.
Grabe na itong Atami Sardines right now. They have 12 fast break points already in this match. Wow, this is really great for Atami.
We would like to thank Wilson, the official game ball of the 2022 Phil Basket Summer Championship. Balik sa siyam ang kalamangan nitong Atami Sardines. Jeric Teng. Pinasa dito, Manalang, floater. That drops.
Ibang klase rin talaga yung Rob Manalang.
At paalala din namin na ang Phil Basket ay hatid sa inyo ng Pure Gold.
Kita mo yung intention niya talaga na pumasok sa loob kahit na malalaki yung mga mamang nasa shaded area. And just to let go of that floater so that they prevent it from being blocked by the big guys.
Meanwhile, Japs Bautista troops to the line after that foul by Dave Moralde. Bagong pasok dito para sa Santa Lucia, and that assist delivery is brought to you by Happily. And they're now available via Grab, Delivery, and Takeout.
Yan ang maganda actually as we're seeing with Atami Sardines. If you make your players instill in their minds to play defense on the other end of the floor, you reward them with a freewheeling fast break on the other end. So I guess yun yung nagiging challenge dito sa mga Atami. They want to play free, but if you want to play free, you have to do your work on the defensive end.
Japs Bautista, former player of the Pasig Santa Lucia Realtors noong nakaraang 2021 Phil Basket Subic Championship, now has 7 points.
Well, the three-point production for Pasig has slowed down a bit after those booming threes in the first quarter. Medyo may slow down now. Tingnan natin kung itong pagpasok ni Noby Lucero will produce something as immediately he makes that layup shot, Ken.
Instant offense para dito kay Noby Lucero, who broke out with 16 points on a perfect 6 of 6 clip kontra dito sa Muntinlupa.
Oh, wow, and this is going to be an interesting matchup here. De Hoya going up against Lucero. Parang parehong Energizer Bunny itong dalawang to eh. Hindi nag-give up, parang isa lang speed eh. So we'll see, we'll take a look at that matchup right there.
De Hoya, pinasok na rin dito. Chito Jaime! Chance for a 4-point play.
Well, two things, Ken. When you have Chito Jaime rolling or lifting towards the 3-point region, first thing, you don't want to be late. Second, you don't want to go under. And that's exactly what happened right there. Tyrone Chan was late on that recovery, and that shot went in.
And that instant replay is brought to you by Smart. Simple, smart ako. Chito Jaime, nagmintes sa kanyang free throw, kaya 10 ang kalamangan nitong Atami Sardines with 3 minutes and 40 seconds left in the second quarter.
And Atami stopping that dribble drive para sa Pasig Realtors. As you see that layup shot underneath by JM Gonzalez. Zone has really slowed down Pasig Realtors.
Great backdoor cut para dito kay JM Gonzalez. Chaps Bautista, aggressive drive, wala. And wayward pass, caught there by Chino Mosqueda. So far, Coach Mike, maganda ang pinapakita nitong mga nakaberde.
That's right. And ang ganda ng movement nila, lalo na si Chito Jaime is moving very free, is able to go to his spots, more, I guess, comfortable compared to the first 2 games that they played here.
Chaps Bautista and JM Gonzalez seemingly threw the ball dito kay Chaps Bautista. Although nagbiruan na lang sila.
Kasi sa totoo naman, itong mga players na ito, magkakasama rin ito. As you see that drive, Ken, of Japs Bautista. Kumbaga sa larong kalye, Ken, is ikaw naman, pumupuntos ka pa, magkakilala naman tayo. Papahiya ako eh. Nanonood yung girlfriend ko eh.
Ang lalambing lang pala to si JM.
Oh, yeah.
JM Gonzalez, former FEU product. Nakasama niya dyan si Mac Barakael. So veterano na dito para sa Pasig Sta Realtors.
Yeah, but on back to this game, Ken, you love the laser focus of itong Atami Sardines to be able to get into that open floor so that it's easier for them to execute as opposed to nakatayo yung depensa nitong Pasig Realtors. And of course, Japs Bautista leading that way para dito sa Atami Sardines.
Exactly 3 minutes left here in the second quarter. Lamang dito ang Atami Sardines, 43-35. So for those who are just tuning in, lumamang ng 12 puntos itong Atami Sardines, 14-2 early in the first quarter, as we would like to thank Cantigo Scoreboard Multisport Scoring Solutions.
And so far, it's been Chito Jaime and Tyrone Chan, both 3-point shooters and both big men that's leading the charge para sa kanilang respective teams. And on rebounds, we have Lester Tamayo leading with 5 rebounds in total. As Jeric Teng, surprisingly, is the one who leads in assists and blocks. And the contributions here para kay Jeric Teng, helping the cause of Pasig Realtors.
So kahit nagbiruan sila dito, tinawagan doon si JM Gonzalez ng technical foul.
No, definitely, because it is what it is. You have to call that as is. And so referees just want to keep control of this match so that, you know, we want to have a beautiful game for the fans who's watching us live here in the Muntinlupa Sports Center as well as those watching us from home.
Kaya nga, yung mga malapit lang dito sa Muntinlupa Sports Center, tumungo na kayo dito because Muntinlupa, Angeles Resort, EOG Cooley will take on the San Juan Knights. Matinting bakbakan yan.
Correct, maganda yan mamaya. And if you are not from Muntinlupa and you are not here for that match, you're gonna miss a lot. So kung ako sa inyo, kung may barbecuehan dyan malapit sa inyo, bumili na kayo ng barbecue, bumili na kayo ng chips nyo, or meron rin naman nagtitinda dito sa labas, manood kayo ng game mamaya. Muntinlupa versus San Juan, that's gonna be huge for both teams.
At meron din nanonood sa atin all the way from Melbourne, Australia,
wow.
Si Beth, si Matt, si Pam, si VJ, at si Kaya. Ayan, hello sa inyo.
Sana lahat nakakarating sa Melbourne, Australia, no? Hindi lang pabati-bati.
Oo nga eh. Hindi pa ako nakakapunta doon. Meanwhile, back to live action. Atami Sardines actually empty on that trip. Walang na-shoot na free throws doon.
Beautiful steal.
Si Japs Bautista, but Daniel De Hoya, nice hustle there. 9 seconds left sa shot clock ng Pasig Santa Lucia.
Pero nakita mo yung anticipation ni Daniel De Hoya. He knew that ball was going to go back to the top, to Lucero, and so anticipated that, but he just ran out of steam to go for that leather.
7 seconds sa kailang shot clock as our prize money sponsor is brought to us by Medisure Pharmacy. Chito Jaime, 8 points so far for Atami.
Very unselfish right there, yung Atami Sardines, ano? And very composed.
And right on cue, yung playmaking nito ni Japs Bautista has been impressive so far para sa Atami.
That's right. And yung finish din as well nitong si Daniel De Hoya, very impressive, finishing with that left hand. And I guess it's only just a matter of time before we see the real Daniel De Hoya come off and show some more of his stuff.
Back to a double-digit spread para dito sa Atami Sardines with 2 minutes remaining here in the second quarter. Bad scramble for the ball.
Grabe, the number of players that you see on the floor going at it, ganun ka-importante itong laban na to. Because again, we go back to what we were talking at the start of the match. For Atami Sardines, a win would give them a really good chance of getting into the advancing 8. And the last one is para sa Pasig Realtors. They get into that Final 4 if they win tonight.
And that assist delivery of the game is brought to you by Happily, which is now available via Grab, Takeout, and Delivery.
And right now, really from the backcourt pa lang, kinukuha na yung mga guardia nitong Atami Sardines. And which really would open up the floor once they get into the front court.
For Pasig, 3-guard setup para dito sa Realtors.
There goes that side weave.
Japs Bautista. Nagawan ng paraan yun.
Grabe yung pasok na yun. Well, what execution of that side weave para dito sa Atami Sardines. Beautifully done. And that finish by Japs Bautista.
Biggest lead of the game so far, re-establish itong Atami Sardines as Chito Jaime, 3-on-1 break. But June Manzo solid on D. Manzo! Sayang yung sidestep move na yon.
Footwork talaga ni June Manzo, kakaiba eh.
Meanwhile, Japs Bautista, nahanap si Chito Jaime from the right corner. No go. Pero bola balik dito sa Atami Sardines.
Well, previous to this set para sa Atami Sardines, Chito Jaime felt missed out on Chino Mosqueda, who was free on the other end. Look at that finish, Ken.
Japs Bautista, yung pader na Jason Ballesteros, ang kanyang na-overcome doon. Bring the lead back up to 12 points, 47-35.
Dear classmates, I congratulate us for having the power. Who would have thought one can major in social media, minor in catology, or major in Mobile Legends, minor in Ensaymada Baking, or major in TikTok, minor in anime studies. Totoo and chismis, we really can do it all. And since we still have loads to discover, it is time to get giga-powered with Smart Gigapower. Enjoy 20 gigabytes for all sites and apps for only 149 pesos, so we can jump from app to app, passion to passion, chika to chika.
Para more ang saya.
Tyrone Chan, who was instrumental in their game against the ICC Blue Hawks. Early 8 points in the first quarter, pero ang kanyang kupunan ay naghahabol dito. 35-47, 1 minute and 5 seconds left here in the second quarter.
Well, I guess the story so far, as we see that beautiful curl by Chino Mosqueda. Again, napakaganda ng mga sets na pinapakita nitong Atami Sardines right now. But there's a whistle that's blown.
But right off the timeout, as we see there, Chino Mosqueda eluding the defense. Ito si Ryan Costello.
Sobrang open yung lane na yun, no? Grabe.
14-point lead. Biggest of the match so far, June Manzo. Tandaan natin, Pasig Santa Lucia Realtors riding high on the 3-game winning streak. Chino Mosqueda, tuluyan na wala ang bola as Ryan Costello strides his way to the hoop.
Ryan Costello makes Chino pay on that move and getting those 2 points para sa Pasig.
So last shot time na para dito sa Atami Sardines. De Hoya being guarded here by Lucero. Great double crossover. Balik sa kanya at nabiyayaan ng 2 points. 8 seconds left in the first half. June Manzo finds Ryan Stotstello for 3. Sobra yun. Adi Santos grabs the board to punctuate an impressive first half para dito sa Atami Sardines. They are leading by 14 points, 51-37.
Not in my house. Let's go! Come on, come on!
You talk about reaching back and throwing it down.
And the bench loves it. Oh my God!
And on 3. 1, 2, 3. Not in my house. Let's go! Come on, come on!
You talk about reaching back and throwing it down.
And the bench loves it. Oh my God!
And on 3. 1, 2, 3. Not in my house. Let's go! Come on, come on!
You talk about reaching back and throwing it down.
And the bench loves it. Oh my God!
And on 3. 1, 2, 3. Not in my house. Let's go! Come on, come on!
You talk about reaching back and throwing it down.
And the bench loves it. Oh my God!
And on 3. 1, 2, 3. Not in my house. Let's go! Come on, come on!
You talk about reaching back and throwing it down.
bench loves it. Oh my God!
And on three. 1, 2, 3.
Dear classmates, I congratulate us for having the power. Who would have thought one can major in social media, minor in catology, or major in Mobile Legends, minor in ensaymada baking, or major in TikTok, minor in anime studies. Totoo and chismis, we really can do it all. And since we still have loads to discover, it is time to get giga-powered with Smart Giga-Power. Enjoy 20 gigabytes for all sites and apps for only 149 pesos, so we can jump from app to app, passion to passion, chica to chica.
Para more ang saya.
Get giga-powered na day!
My apologies. Download the GigaLife app and choose Giga Power. Simple, smart code. Dear classmates, I congratulate us for having the power. Who would have thought one can major in social media, minor in catology, or major in Mobile Legends, minor in ensaymada baking, or major in TikTok, minor in anime studies. Totoo and chismis, we really can do it all. And since we still have loads to discover, it is time to get giga-powered with Smart Giga-Power. Enjoy 20 gigabytes for all sites and apps for only 149 pesos, so we can jump from app to app, passion to passion, chica to chica.
Magandang hapon mga ka-Phil Basket. We are back for our continuing coverage. And ako po si Megan Cabrera. Kasama ko pa rin si Ken Pangilinan at si Mike Perez. Right now we are at 51-37 rather in favor of the Atami Sardines Zamboanga team. But before we get back to more basketball action, kasama po natin ngayon si Sir Buddy Encarnado, ang managing partner ng Pasig Sta Realtors at isa sa mga co-founders ng Phil Basket. Sir Buddy, you have always been very passionate about your support for basketball. Can you tell me more about it and how you have been using the Pasig Sta Realtors as a conduit for this passion?
Well, the fervor is still there. For as long as I feel the passion in me, I will always be in basketball. I'm using basketball also to make sure that we get new faces into basketball. A very good example is the player that I got recently from Mindanao, in the person of Deo Lucero. I was watching one of their games and I saw this kid who's still a young guy, but you know, the experience that I saw in him, it seems like he is a veteran, and that's the reason why I got him and brought him over to Phil Basket. In his first debut, first game, he was the MVP of the game. Just to show you that there are so many homegrowns that are to be discovered if we just go into the nook and cranny of the Philippine basketball in the Philippines. Kumuha po tayo ng mga homegrown. We will be able to get new faces into basketball.
Alright, so ayan, so if we have any people na gusto po nating batiin.
Yeah, of course. I'd like to take this opportunity to greet the birthday of our President and CEO, Mr. Ezequiel Robles. Boss Exy, happy birthday. I hope we win this game for you. And I hope you the best in health and in peace of mind. May you, so that you can still help so many people. Maraming salamat, Boss Exy, for the experience, for the trust that you have given me all these years. Again, happy birthday.
Thank you so much, Boss Buddy. And back to you, Ken and Mike.
Thank you, Megan. Alam mo, Coach Mike, nakasama namin na matagal yan si Boss Buddy Encarnado sa Subic Bubble. And I'm sure ikaw, you've been a fan of basketball for so long. kilalang-kilala mo na yung Buddy Encarnado.
Oh yeah, definitely. If you're part of yung mga Santa Lucia teams before, and if you're in yung mga early years ng PBA, especially in the 80s and the 90s, you would know the contribution of Sir Buddy Encarnado. And lalo na I like how he stressed out na magano tayo, let's find more grassroots talents in the country, just like si Nobi Lucero, who won again what he said, the best player of the game on the very first game.
But itong Pasig naghahabol dito, they are down by 14 points, 51-37. An impressive performance so far by Atami Sardines Zamboanga.
Well, part of that impressive performance also are these numbers, from the 2-point field goals, you'll see the 75% hit of Atami Sardines. Credit that to getting good defense on one end and converting that to baskets on the offensive side of the floor. Kaya madali yung naging 15 out of 20 na ito para sa Atami Sardines. On the other end, we were expecting na si Pasig Santa Lucia siya ang mag-lead sa 3 points because that's really his main weapon. But that's not the case. After those couple of Tyrone threes, and I think there's one by June Manzo or Costello in the first quarter, nothing happened. So instead, it's Atami Sardines that got more of the percentages from 3 at 44%.
Tyrone Chan leading the way para sa Pasig Santa Lucia Realtors. All 8 of his points in the first quarter.
And look at the very balanced scoring nitong Atami. 9, 8, 7, and 6 for Bautista, Chito Jaime, Heruta, as well as Chino Mosqueda. So they carry that over into the second half. It's gonna be really good news for Atami Sardines unless there are changes on the Pasig Realtors that would turn the tide in their favor for this match.
Andy Santos, all-around performance so far. Only 3 points but 7 rebounds and 4 assists for the cause nitong Atami Sardines Zamboanga.
Well, one thing that really surprised me though in this match, as we see the Atami Sardines on your screen, one thing that surprised me too is the contribution of Jeric Teng. He already has 4 assists in the very limited minutes that he played in the first half. And doon makikita mo yung pagiging veterano niya na ginaguide niya itong mga batang players na, let's go out and try and win this one and go for our 4th winning streak.
So tandaan natin, itong Pasig Santa Lucia Realtors have held opponents to only 75.3 points per contest in their first 4 games. But so far, itong Atami Sardines Zamboanga already with 51 points. Tignan natin kung kakapit yung pangil ng kanilang depensa here in the second half.
Well, the burden really of the defense of Pasig Realtors really starts from their offensive end, and because they could not produce anything and nakatighten yung screw ng depensa nitong Atami Sardines, it's really difficult for them to go and recover on that open floor. So they really have to work on their transition defense so that whenever there's a live turnover, they're able to recover and stay in front of the guy with the leather so that it's not just open lanes and open threes para sa Atami Sardines.
June Manzo, who averaged 18.5 points the last 2 contests. Only 2 points so far para dito sa Pasig. But he will start the third along with Costello, Manalang, Lester Tamayo, and Tyrone Chan. Samantala, for the Atami Sardines Zamboanga, same starting 5 that they started in the first quarter. Manzo kontra dito kay Bautista, but a foul whistled against Chito Jaime.
Similarly, para dito sa Pasig Realtors, remember we talked about in the first half wherein they involved Chito Jaime in side pick and rolls and so that he can pick and pop. Also the same thing that they're doing for Tyrone Chan because he too has got good perimeter range.
Tyrone Chan being guarded by Chito Jaime. Attacks the closeout. No go. Put back attempt. Thwarted there. At bola mapupunta dito sa Atami Sardines.
Better defense there put up by Pasig Realtors, not giving that open lane.
Ryan Costello really aggressive on defense. Cross-court pass. Adi Santos, nice cut inside.
That's the beauty of a jump pass, lalo na kung big man mo coming from that side of the floor. That long 3 on the corner and kumakat sa loob si Adi Santos. You really like to see that in your big man.
Alam mo, nakausap ko ito si Japs Bautista. Yun nga, he came from Pasig Santa Lucia Realtors. As Ryan Costello tries to drop that layup. Galing nga siya sa Pasig Santa Lucia Realtors. Nung unang ensayo daw nila sa Atami Sardines Zamboanga, hindi talaga sila magkakilala, hindi sila nagpapansinan. But you can see after 5 games, slowly but surely getting their chemistry going.
Yep, and you know, having that right talent together is not really a guarantee. You have to be able to mix them up and contribute and collaborate so that they come up with the results that they want.
Samantala, makikipagkwentuhan muna tayo kay Megan Cabrera.
Ken, nakausap ko kanina si Ryan Costello at pagkatapos niya makuha ang best player of the game, they did have a one-day rest and sabi nga niya, during his rest days, he likes to spend time with his son Pablo. He's 3 years old and ang isa sa mga favorite hobbies nila ay syempre basketball pa rin and he looks like he's going to start getting into the game more. And sabi nga niya, yun ang favorite pastime niya if he is not on the court. Ken and Mike?
Thank you, Megan. But so far, Coach Mike, it's been a struggle so far for Ryan Costello rather, missing his 2 free throws and on the other hand, fouling Aaron Heruta while attempting a 3-pointer.
What's even, I guess, frustrating, if I may say, for Ryan Costello is that he just came off a game where he shot 50% from 2 and 50% from 3. Right now, he's really empty after much action that he's seen here in this game so far. So hopefully something sparks him, maybe his son, that would motivate him to play a little bit better, especially needing this win for Pasig Realtors.
As Wilson is the official game ball of the 2022 Phil Basket Summer Championship. But Ryan Costello really stepped up late in the 2021 Phil Basket Subic Bubble, averaging 13.6 points in the last 5 games para dito sa Pasig.
And Aaron Heruta just made his 8th point of the game. Talagang iba rin na nilalaro ni Aaron today.
Meanwhile, 1 and done para dito sa Pasig, but referees call a foul seemingly against the Atami Sardines.
Tsaka makikita mo yung cohesion ngayon ng Atami Sardines, no? Compared to their first 2 games wherein you see that frustration, I guess, coming from that story na hindi pa sila masyadong nagje-gel. But I guess as they prepared and kept practicing together, nakuha rin nila yung rhythm of playing together as a team.
Balasa muna ng tao dito si Coach Bong de la Cruz. Josan Nimes inserted here for the Realtors.
Lightning quick Robbie Manalam beating that defense of Aaron Heruta.
Biggest lead of the match so far para sa Atami Sardines, 18 points, 53 to 37, 8 minutes and 23 seconds left in the third quarter. So the Realtors still scoreless here in the third quarter.
But still shooting pretty well from the field. Itong Atami Sardines.
Kakaiba, 66%. And we're now in the third quarter.
That's right. Tsaka very amusing talaga dito is yung fast break points nitong Atami Sardines. I mean, if you're averaging for the past games 8 and right now you got 12, there must be something good at the tweak that was done by the coaches of Atami Sardines.
17-point lead being enjoyed by the green shirts. Heruta being harassed here by Nimes. Finds Chito Jaime, right corner triple, wala.
They bit a bullet there. You don't want to leave Chito Jaime libre ng ganon sa corner.
Matagal pa naman ito. Rob Manalang, still empty para dito sa Realtors. Santos hands it off. Japs Bautista thinking free.
Good flash.
High-low play, but pasa doon ni Josan Nimes.
Had the right thing in mind, but Chito Jaime could have gotten that shot. He's got good range from there.
Being guarded here by Adi Santos. Kicks it out. Rob Manalang still firing from deep. That time he knocks it down.
Rob Manalang right now with 10 points rather across his name. And it's really been, I guess, that one bright star para dito sa Pasig Realtors.
Tandaan natin, he struggled mightily in the last 2 contests. Meanwhile, aggressive attempt at the hoop nitong si Adi Santos, na foul siya doon. As we see that great pass by June Manzo setting up ito si Rob Manalang.
No way that defense of Chito Jaime was getting to Robbie Manalang at that time. And Japs Bautista gets a rest.
Adi Santos, 12.3 points, 10.4 rebounds sa contest. Good for second overall dito sa Phil Basket. As Phil Basket is brought to you by Cilium Fiber, manufactured by Leone Agri Corporation.
We talk a lot about the depth of the guards nitong Pasig Realtors, but we also need to understand that there's a deep roster of guards as well on Atami Sardines. Talking about, of course, Coco Pingoy, the other guards as well for Chino Mosqueda. So these people can really help the cause as well from a guard's position. As you see, Adi Santos finishing again on open floor, Ken.
Tignan mo, Coach Mike, the live turnovers nitong Pasig, ang bilis agad makabalik nitong Atami Sardines on the offensive end.
Saka ganun yung threat talaga ng live turnovers, is that opportunity for you to immediately take that back once you claim that leather and get points on the other end.
Meanwhile, June Manzo trying to get things going para dito sa Pasig, as that instant replay of the game is brought to you by Smart. Simple, smart ako.
Grabe, Adi Santos, gusto mo talaga yung may player kang ganyan sa team mo. Eh, no? Yung dumidepensa na sa baba, nakikipagpungpukan, bungguan sa ilalim, pero pag fast break, nandun rin siya. Siya pa yung nauna nagfi-finish.
Mr. 100% gusto ko itawag dito kay Adi Santos kasi walang ka-frills, all business.
Right.
Just trying to do his job, his role on the team. 14-point lead ang hinahabol nitong Pasig. So far, that's the closest they've been here in the third quarter.
Now they're going 1-2-2 here.
6 minutes and 30 seconds left. 6 seconds sa kanilang shot clock. Coco Pingoy throws to no one. Although June Manzo,
well, June Manzo tried to save that leather because he wanted a live turnover on their end so that they can run the other way, diba? Kasi pag nilabas niyang ganyan, wala, nakaset up yung defense, diba?
That's right.
So he would have had a chance to go for a run on the other and possibly get 2 more points for Pasig Realtors.
medyo risky yung play na yun. But meanwhile, Ryan Costello still struggling para dito sa Pasig. Manzo gets past the defense. Ito si Mosqueda, but still nothing para dito sa Pasig.
Sayang yung libreng layup na yun para kay Manzo.
Coco Pingoy directing traffic for the green shirts. Ignacio sends it to Chito Jaime. 10 seconds sa kailang shot clock. Adi Santos. Nice cut. Chito Jaime.
The variety of attacks on the offensive end para dito sa Atami Sardines, medyo mako-confuse ka ng konti kung ano na yung tinatakbo nila eh. They have dribble drive, they have 4 out, they have 5 out. And that time around, that was taken a picture from the triangle offense set of Phil Jackson and Tex Winter.
This is the best I've seen so far. Etong Atami Sardines, as take a look at that cut inside by Chito Jaime, and that assist delivery is brought to you by Happily, which is now available via Grab Delivery and Takeout. 5 minutes, 30 seconds left sa third quarter. 16-point lead.
There you go.
Tyrone Chan. Mintes sa kanyang tirang yon.
Missed that shot completely.
Coco Pingoy. Kontra dito kay Lucero. So,
and yung coverage, Ken, ng defense ng Pasig Sta, there are moments na nakita mo medyo confused sila kung ano nangyari. They ran the same play, didn't get the same result here.
Pingoy pulls up. No go. Just past the halfway point here in the third quarter. Nimes attacks the defense of Straight and goes straight to the hoop.
Well, you just know that when Nimes goes to that right side of the floor, he's looking to score. But if he's going left, he's looking to survey what options he has. Really, if he goes right, first option will always be for him to score.
Let's take a look at the former Mapua Cardinal, Josan Nimes, attacking the hoop. Cuts the lead to 14 anew. Ignacio. Havillonar bobbles the ball, but Jason Straight gives them a second chance at the basket. 8 seconds left sa kanilang shot clock. Joy Ignacio attacking the closeout.
That long closeout and that open lane on the baseline, really just very easy to claim para dito kay Ignacio.
Meanwhile, it's been mostly one-on-one para dito sa Pasig Santa Lucia.
Well, it looks like Josan Nimes was given the go signal to score. Look at that long closeout by Tyrone. He's not going to be able to recover on that drive by Ignacio. Good read of that reaction on the defense by Ignacio.
And that drive is brought to you by Pure Gold.
And so once again, we have Josan Nimes here on the free throw after seeing that open lane again to his right. He now has, what, 9 points across his name and four rebounds so far in this match.
Actually did not play in their last game against the ICZ Blue Hawks, but had 13 points, 7 rebounds in their win against the Muntinlupa Angeles Resort, who will play later kontra sa San Juan Knights in our very last game of our quadruple header.
Wow!
Jason Strait, nabigyan na magandang pasa doon, courtesy of Chino Mosqueda.
Grabe yung Chino Mosqueda, how he sells that contact and still to find that open man in Jason Strait, man. Grabe yun.
Chino Mosqueda, tough as nails, the former NU Bulldog. Meanwhile, Josan Nimes trying to spark things para dito sa Pasig.
I think every green shirt knows that whenever Josan goes right, he's gonna attempt to score. But the difference on the variety of attacks that he has on the offensive end really makes it a bit difficult to stop Josan Nimes.
Avillonar, kumat sa loob, wala. Tries to grab the loose ball, and he does. Chino Mosqueda fishing that foul call kontra dito kay Tyrone Chan.
I guess the ploy now of Atami Sardines is to whoever's got Tyrone Chan to immediately attack the defense of Tyrone Chan, because they know they're gonna be a little bit late in recovering on that defensive floor para dito sa Pasig Realtors.
Tyrone Chan has been scoreless so far after 8 points in the first quarter. So nilabas siya muna dito. Jeric Teng in para dito sa Pasig.
O baka pagod na rin si Tyrone Chan. He's been playing a good amount of minutes, and twice already he's got driven and blown by the guards of Atami Sardines.
So actually small lineup para dito sa Pasig. Josan Nimes playing center. Sorry, Coach Mike.
Yeah, look at that defense by Lucero. That's what Sir Buddy was saying a while ago, that we got these talents from outside that we just gotta find out from the grassroots.
Josan Nimes playing point center para dito sa Pasig Santa Lucia Realtors. So what's in the mind of Coach Bong de la Cruz sa ganitong klaseng lineup?
Well, the first thing is he's thinking about speeding up the game, putting in a Dave Moralde who can, play a 4 or a 5 and be able to push that ball if ever he gets that read, then immediately transition on their end. As we see Nimes let go a shot and will miss. And of course, everyone in there, including Jeric Teng, good ball handling skills, can bring down that ladder immediately in the front court para sa Pasig Realtors.
Meanwhile, natawagan ng 8-second backcourt violation itong Atami Sardines. So a chance para dito sa Pasig to inch closer. 14 points pa rin yung hindi nila malagpasan dito sa third quarter.
Correct. At yung sipag sa pagbantay nitong Lucero is one of those reasons kaya natawagan sila ng 8 seconds doon.
Ito, familiar matchup. Jeric Teng, Jeff Avillonar. The history. I'm sure bygones be bygones na yan, but yun nga, Jeric Teng missed majority of his final season with UST nung binangga siya nito ni Jeff Avillonar.
That's right. And those are games and experience that you get. Oh, beautiful pass in the corner.
But Ryan Costello still a major struggle para dito sa Pasig.
Yep, and Jeric Teng really putting up that challenge as you were mentioning against Avillonar. And maybe habang nagbabantayan niya, nagbubulungan pa ng mga challenges to each other.
Coco Pingoy signaling flex action para dito sa Atami Sardines. Jeff Avillonar, high-low play. Nabasa doon ni Dave Moralde.
The cerebral player that Dave Moralde is, knowing that secondary action will be coming out of that initial ball action, able to get to that spot and recover the defense.
Dave Moralde played for Medical Depot last season. Actually, his averages are down from 9.4 points, 4.8 points lang ang naambag niya dito para sa Pasig. But make no mistake about it, he's a vital cog para dito sa Realtors. Ryan Costello finally knocking down a floater.
Well, that should get him going, and Avillonar really asking for that leather, knowing the mismatch there against Dave Moralde. And right now he's very impatient. He wants that leather inside, but that pass was too loud for him down on the floor.
That impatience costly para dito sa Atami Sardines.
Sometimes pag big man ka, yun ang kailangan mo sa guards. What you immediately see once you get that seed, because remember, you only given, 3 seconds on the shaded area to stay in there. Otherwise, you have to move around and relocate and go back and again.
This is the closest they've been so far. 12 points. No Bilosero. No go. Josan Nimes second serving. Wala pa din.
Look at Dave Moralde right there.
Doing the intangibles. Agawang buko dito, Ryan Costello. Fourth serving para dito sa Pasig.
But if you're Coach Bong de la Cruz, you love to... Oh, beautiful pass! Oh my God, that shot, if that went in, that would have been a nifty one, Ken.
You've talked about Jeric Teng surveying the floor para dito sa Realtors.
And the thing is, when you have Jeric Teng, as you see that on the replay, look at that, how quick that pass got to him.
Nakita niya Jason Strait na backdooran nitong si Dave Moralde. So Pasig Santa Lucia Realtors slowly building momentum here. They are only down by 12 points, 63 to 51. 50 seconds left here in the third quarter.
Not in my house. Let's go! Come on, come on!
Right, you talk about reaching back and throwing it down.
And the bench loves it.
A good-sized crowd here at inaasahan pa naming dumagsa ang mga tao dito sa Muntinlupa Sports Center as we bring you Pasig Santa Lucia Realtors going up against Atami Sardines Zamboanga. Ken Pangilinan alongside Coach Mike Perez and Megan Cabrera working the sidelines here in our third game of our quadruple header.
What's interesting though, Ken, is that nung pinasok ni Coach Bong de la Cruz itong si Dave Moralde, he's actually making him play the 5 and the 4. And guess who's playing point guard? It's Jeric Teng who's actually playing point guard once that leather is in the front court.
Meanwhile, Lester Tamayo pinasok na dito, immediately grabs that rebound. Chance for Pasig to cut the lead to single digits.
See, once again, they're using Jeric Teng as the point guard, trying to set up that table. Doesn't like what he sees here.
9 seconds, ang ilang shot clock. Jeric Teng, whirling dervish, powers his way inside.
Classic Jeric Teng, and if you're Coach Bong de la Cruz, you love to see that leadership for the Pasig team.
Baba sa 8 puntos ang hinahabol nitong Pasig Santa Lucia.
Oh!
Aaron Heruta wiping off itong si Ryan Costello.
Now, if you're Atami Sardines, you can't let that event recently between Heruta and Ryan Costello affect you. Oh, wow.
Ang masasabi mo doon, Coach Mike?
I say he fell.
Ito, 6 seconds left for Pasig.
I say he's gonna finish this.
Jeric Teng, no go. And that ends the third quarter as Atami Sardines Zamboanga, after leading by as much as 18 points here in the third quarter, their lead is down by 8 points, 63 to 55.
And the Pasig Realtors looking really good heading into the fourth quarter. And we'll see what further adjustments we're going to see from Coach Bong de la Cruz. And definitely that Jeric Teng point guard combo and with Moralde at 5 is a good combination for Coach Bong de la Cruz.
End of the third quarter, 63 to 55, fourth quarter in just a bit.
Dear classmates, I congratulate us for having the power. Who would have thought one can major in social media, minor in catology, or major in Mobile Legends, minor in Ensaimada Baking, or major in TikTok, minor in anime studies. Totoo and chismis. We really can do it all. And since we still have loads to discover, it is time to get giga-powered with Smart Giga-Power. Enjoy 20 gigabytes for all sites and apps for only 149 pesos, so we can jump from app to app, passion to passion, chika to chika.
Para more ang saya.
Get giga-powered na, day!
My apologies. Download the GigaLife app and choose Giga Power. Simple.
Not in my house.
A live look here inside the Muntinlupa Sports Center for the continuation of the 2022 PhilBasket Summer Championship presented by Pure Gold. Ako po si Ken Pangalinan alongside Coach Mike Perez and Megan Cabrera working the sidelines here. As Aaron Heruta nakikipagkiskisan dito kay Ryan Costello. Mukhang natawagan si Jeric Teng ng foul doon. He does not like the call at all.
He was surprised that that call was even on him because everyone was focused on on Heruta and Ryan Costello.
Aaron Heruta, Ryan Costello. You've mentioned, Coach Mike, napakagandang matchup yan. Meanwhile, Japs Bautista, binigay dito kay Chino Mosqueda. Back to Japs for 3.
A little bit flat on that shot, Ken. Little bit of flat.
Costello, inatake ang depensa ni Heruta. Solid defense by the former CEU guard.
And I feel Ryan Costello trying a little bit too hard that time.
So 5 on the floor, Mosqueda, Heruta, Santos, Bautista, and Jaime. Samantala, for the Realtors, we have Moralde, Costello, Jeric Teng, Lester Tamayo, and Nobi Lucero.
I think the plan now for Atami Sardines is to attack that low post defense by Jeric Teng. They feel strongly that their big guys can actually take on Jeric Teng down on the low block, which could be a good ploy for Coach Hubert's team. Well, notable though, and at the end of the third quarter, is that 38 of the 55 points of Pasig Realtors coming off the bench. So bumabalik na yung factor, yung element ng bench points para dito sa Realtors, but we still don't see a June Manzo contributing that much para sa Pasig.
Meanwhile, 9 seconds ang nalalabit. Nice cut inside. Adi Santos.
Sabi nga ni Michael Jordan, you reach, I teach. That time around, Nobi Lucero tried to reach on Mosqueda. Taught him a good lesson, don't reach.
Ang gaganda na mga cut ng big men nitong Atami Sardines. Kanina pa eh.
Tsaka yung timing. And I guess yung recognition ng mga guards that there's a man running in the open slot. And just like that one by Chito Jaime.
Oh, sorry, miss.
Wow.
Sayang. Let's see if Pasig can take advantage here. Jeric Teng inserted late in the third quarter. Lucero kontra dito kay Heruta. 9 seconds to work with. Nobi attacks the basket. No. Lester Tamayo. Stuffed there by Adi Santos. Manalang. 6 seconds sa kanilang shot clock. Jeric Teng, hesitation dribble. Wala pa din.
3 players down on the floor. And Chino Mosqueda walk in the park for Atami Sardines that time, Ken.
4 straight points para dito sa Atami Sardines Zamboanga to push the lead back to a dozen, 67-55.
Coach Hubert must have said something really good to Atami to be able to react that way.
Timeout muna tayo, magbabalik po kami.
Dear classmates, I congratulate us for having the power. Who would have thought one can major in social media, minor in catology, or major in Mobile Legends, minor in Ensaimada Baking, or major in TikTok, minor in anime studies. Totoo and chismis, we really can do it all. And since we still have loads to discover, it is time to get giga-powered with Smart Giga Power. Enjoy 20 gigabytes for all sites and apps for only 149.
Back here inside the Muntinlupa Sports Center for the 2022 PhilBasket Summer Championship presented by Pure Gold. At ang napakagandang pasa na yon ay hatid sa inyo ng Happily. Happily is available via Grab, delivery, and food.
And points in the paint now starting to come into play, Ken, lalo na in the third quarter when you saw those cuts by the big men inside the shaded area. Right now, it's Atami Sardines leading that category, 44 and 32. And just, sabi mo nga kanina, yung bilis ng pag-cut ng mga players sa loob ng shaded area at makita ng mga gwardya.
Just to remind you that Atami Sardines Zamboanga led by as much as 18 points in the third quarter. Pasig able to cut the lead late in the third quarter by 8 points. But itong Atami Sardines re-establishing a 12-point lead, 67-55, 8 minutes and 7 seconds left.
Mukhang may magandang binulong si si Coach Hubert de Los Santos sa mga players niya. Guys, ano ba gusto natin mangyari? Labas tayo doon sa advancing 8 o pasok tayo sa advancing 8? Bahala na kayong mag-decide. Parang ganun yung naging kwentuhan eh, no?
At syempre, wag nating kalimutan, our main game, Muntinlupa Angeles Resort EOG Coolie, makikipagtagisan kontra sa San Juan Knights. So yung mga malapit lang dito sa Muntinlupa Sports Center, dumagsa na kayo dito. Napakagandang laro here on a Palm Sunday.
Yep, good-sized crowd coming in. We'll see people starting to trickle inside in preparation for that big game between Muntinlupa and San Juan. Again, similar to this match, you either want to get into the advancing 8 or into the top 4. That's the goal of all the teams right now. If you're doing really good, talagang hindi ka pwede maging kampante, nasa advancing 8 ka lang. You want to get that twice to beat advantage because anyone in come playoff who is actually capable of beating other teams, whether you're at the bottom of the 8 or on the top 4.
Guys, kung batiin, syempre ang all-around natin na director na ngayon, floor director, Mr. Freddy Picardayo.
Isa pong karangalan. Kayo yung mga katabi.
Meanwhile, a lull in action. Lamang dito ng 12 puntos ang Atami Sardines Zamboanga, 67-55.
And what's gonna happen, Ken, is if let's say if Pasig wins tonight, they'd be up in the top 4. Okay, go ahead, Ken.
So yun, time out muna ulit tayo. Lamang dito ang Atami Sardines by 12 points. Magbabalik po kami.
Dear classmates, I congratulate us for having the power. Who would have thought one can major in social media, minor in catology, or major in Mobile Legends, minor in Ensaymada Baking, or major in TikTok, minor in anime studies. Totoo ang chismis. We really can do it all. And since we still have loads to discover, it is time to get...
Balik tayo dito sa aksyon. 67-55 ang ating talaan. June Manzo. It has been a struggle for him so far. Josan Nimes missing on that free.
Sayang, ang gandang setup nun. High ball screen, drive middle, and kicking it out to the weak side corner.
Flex action para dito sa Atami Sardines. Mosqueda. Japs Bautista. Attacking the rim. Wala. Rob Manalang, quick outlet para dito. June Manzo using his body to shield that shot.
That's where you want to see June Manzo in action. That left side of the floor on an open floor. Really good opportunity to finish, which June Manzo did that time.
Only 6 points. But that shot cuts the lead down to 10 points. Samantala, Aaron Heruta countering right back. As we see here, June Manzo. That acrobatic shot and that instant replay is brought to you by Smart. Simple, smart ako.
Well, so far, June Manzo with 4 points, 1 rebounds, and 4 assists in this match. They immediately wanted to take out June Manzo by attacking his defense on the other end. Beautiful set on that corner option of a triangle series where they pass to the corner and let that wing guard cut away of that kind of like a banana cut. And once you get it, you're free for that lane.
Aaron Heruta from Iloilo City knocks down his 2 free throws. Balik sa 12 ang kanilang kalamangan.
Aaron now with 10 points across his name and 2 rebounds and 1 assist to go for his contribution so far.
Jun Manzo. Sends it. Rob Manalang. Balik dito kay June. Josan Nimes. Trying to manufacture a shot. Luckily for them, may foul na tinawag para dito sa nakaberde.
Talagang manghihinayang ka naman kung ikaw ang Atami Sardines. Ito, ang ganda na ng depensa mo, tapos matatawagan ka lang personal foul right there. And the clock was winding down, Ken, when that happened.
Medyo eerily similar itong laro ng Pasig when they lost against the All-Star Bacolod Ballers Bingo Plus. They never got it going first quarter pa lang.
I'm sure that's in the back of the head of Coach Bong de la Cruz, and he doesn't want to commit the same things, ending up in the same result. They need a win today to get to the top 4.
Good news naman para sa kanila, matagal pa ito. 6 minutes and 36 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. Jun Manzo looks like matatawagan na naman ng foul.
And of course, Chino Mosqueda and Jun Manzo very familiar with each other, having gone up against each other in the UAAP.
Coco Mingoy pinasok muna dito in favor nitong si Aaron Heruta.
Who did a good job coming up with 11 points, 2 rebounds, and an assist right there. Si Jun Manzo, Ken, trying to complain and make a case for himself on that last foul called on him.
Tandaan natin, Jerry Pingoy fouled out in 16 minutes in their last game kung saan natalo sila sa FSD Makati Cavaliers. 7 points, 4 turnovers, 2 out of 6 field goal shooting.
And the unselfishness of itong Atami Sardines right now, able to come up with 22 assists already, surpassing their season average of 21, which bodes well para kay Coach Hubert.
Oh! Chito Jaime knocks down that shot. Kontra dito kay Josan Nimes.
Kaya mahirap talagang iniiwan mo, Ken, Chito Jaime, bibigyan mo na ganun space. Look at that, 2-man game, you put him in on a pick and roll. Oh, that's just a long 2, row. That's just a long 2. But still, it's a difficult cover to put in Chito Jaime in that 2-man game. But if he picks and pops, you gotta pick your poison.
Actually, that was Lester Tamayo fouling itong si Chito Jaime, who now has 13 points para dito sa Atami Sardines.
At ang kagandahan pa nun, yung bit-bit na defense ni Chito Jaime is one of the slower defenders because most probably big guy yun, di ba? So Chito Jaime is more fleet-footed, so he can end up with that pick and pop on the other end.
We would like to thank Cantigo Scoreboard Multisport Scoring Solutions. Meanwhile, counter-attack para dito sa Pasig. Jun Manzo starting to get things going.
Ayaw talagang sumuko nito si Jun Manzo, Ken. Look at that. That screen from the top and that left-handed difficult finish.
Jun Manzo almost doubling his averages from last season. 7.4 points per contest nung naglaro siya sa San Juan. Ngayon, 15 points a game para dito sa Pasig, but he missed on that free throw. And Wilson is the official game ball of the 2022 Phil Basket Summer Championship. Daniel De Hoya, wala. Gets that offensive rebound, 10 seconds to work with. Approaching the 6-minute mark here in the fourth quarter.
There's a
Time winding down. Jerry Pingoy short on that 3, but Chito Jaime, no go. Jem Gonzalez, matagal nagpahinga dito.
Chito Jaime a bit frustrated on that set para sa Atami because once that switch came up, he got Robbie Manalang underneath. He was asking for that leather, pero that never came. At that shot, I guess, by Coco from top of the key.
Adi Santos, papalitan muna dito ni Jason Strait. 13-point lead para dito sa Atami Sardines.
Well, there's been a little bit of action there.
Looks like Chito Jaime, Tyrone Chan, nagkiskisan doon.
Medyo may konting frustration na rin, Ken, siguro itong kay Tyrone Chan because you remember earlier, I think twice or thrice he got blown by on a layup, and then ito pa, nakaka 3 points ito si Chito Jaime.
5 minutes and 42 seconds remaining. Both teams already over the limit. Rob Manalang short on that triple. Rob Manalang really struggling so far para dito sa Pasig Sta Realtors. Only 3 out of 12 shooting. And dating back nung laban nila sa ICC, 4 points, 2 out of 11.
And to your point, Ken, sobrang baba ng percentage ngayon ng threes ng Pasig Realtors. They're at 29%, wherein their average really is more of 32%. So production from there really has been dipped.
Unexpected production para dito kay Jason Strait. Brings the lead back up to 15 points. We're approaching the halfway point of the fourth quarter. Josan Nimes, babad siya dito sa second half. Attacking the defense, itong si Choi Ignacio.
You have a good chance of getting those points if you're Josan Nimes going right, especially with that slot area down there being open and for anyone to claim.
13 points para dito kay Josan Nimes. 8 here in the second half as we take a look at that move of the game courtesy of Pure Gold.
Yeah, he converted that into a 1-2 step pero he still was able to finish.
Choi Ignacio, pumukol ng tres. Lista mo na yan. Second 3 para dito kay Choi Ignacio. 16-point lead for Atami Sardines.
And that's the 5th for the game para dito sa Atami Sardines.
Ryan Costello, the missing link so far para dito sa Pasig. Turns around, kicks it out. Jem Gonzalez, nahanap si Tyron Chan, fakes off, and gets that 2 to drop. Ryan Costello so far only 4 points, Coach Mike.
Yup, and talagang nakokontrol kasi na nababantayan and dumadagdag pa yung frustration. That's a far cry from his last point production.
Meanwhile, Choi Ignacio, mula Manila hanggang Muntinlupa, naglakbay, na-lay up yung tirang yon. June Manzo, eluding itong screen ni Tyron Chan. Tyron Chan, tumira ng tres, wala. Daniel De Hoya grabs the board. Pinggoy, guarded by Costello. Choi Ignacio na naman sa corner, back to Coco. 10 seconds to work with. Straight, hands it off. Daniel De Hoya. Time winding down para sa mga nakaberte. Daniel De Hoya under duress.
You just know that he was going to claim that, Ken. Kitang-kita niya, nakita niya open. Hindi na siya tumuloy dun sa dribble with the other end. Immediately cleanin niya yung area na yon. And so he got that basket.
A picture of frustration para dito sa Pasig Santa Lucia Realtors as Daniel De Hoya gets that shot over the outstretched arms nito si Tyron Chan. Lamang ang Atami Sardines dito, 81-to-63 rather, here in the fourth quarter.
Dear classmates, I congratulate us for having the power. Who would have thought one can major in social media, minor in catology, or major in Mobile Legends, minor in Ensaymada Baking, or major in TikTok, minor in anime studies. Totoo and chismis, we really can do it all. And since we still have loads to discover, it is time to get giga-powered with Smart Gigapower. Enjoy 20 gigabytes for all sites and apps for only 149 pesos, so we can jump from app to app, passion to passion.
Back here inside the Muntinlupa Sports Center, kung saan itong mga tao dito for sure nag-aabang sa ating main game as their home team, the Muntinlupa Angeles EOG Resort, squares off against the San Juan Knights in our main game. Ken Pangilinan alongside Coach Mike Merez, Megan Cabrera, our sideline reporter for this game and our next game. Itong Atami Sardines re-establishing their biggest lead of the match at 18 points, 81-63.
Ang problema ng Pasig ngayon is conversion, second. They're getting the looks, no? Nandun eh. That time around, dalawang attempts yun. Open looks, but they just could not convert.
Only 34% from the field so far for Pasig. Ignacio, big spark here in the fourth quarter. Nahanap si Straight, but that pass blown off. Balik ang bola dito sa Pasig.
That was just a bad pass there by he had the right intention in mind because nakita niya nakatalikod si Tyron Chan eh. But the angle of the pass and the speed to what it was delivered really caused for that turnover.
As paalala lang namin that Happily is now available via Grab, delivery, and takeout.
Grabe yung deflection na yun at yung pagkaka-recover ng possession para dito sa Atami Sardines.
Daniel De Hoya. Kontra dito kay Nimes. Coco Pinggoy. 9 seconds to work with. Straight.
Nice pass.
Great seal para dito kay Jeff Avillonar. At penalty situation na tayo dito.
Jeff Avillonar bumabalik doon sa mga panahong pinopostehan niya at sinisila niya yung mga big man right there. Josan Nimes definitely got sealed from behind. And the only thing to do was to deliver that leather over to Jeff Avillonar.
Jeff Avillonar, yung kanyang nakababatang kapatid, naglaro for 7A Primus last season as Phil Basket is brought to you by Cilium Fiber, manufactured by Leoni Agri Corporation. Talking about Pau Avillonar, who's now playing in the NCAA for the Coleo de San Juan de Letran Knights. And now, we're on our last 2 minutes of the fourth quarter. And it's brought to you by Smart. Simple, smart ako.
Things now starting to get really difficult para do sa Pasig Santa Lucia Realtors. As time not on their side, Ken.
Yun nga, Coach Mike, really struggling from the field itong Pasig Santa Lucia Realtors. I remember, nung kalaban nila yung All-Star Bacolod Ballers Bengo Plus, only 32%, 62 points lang ang kanila naayambag doon. And dito, 63 points as Jason Strait adds on to the Atami Sardines total.
But I think it really started when they imposed their will in the first quarter when they said, look guys, we're going to play this really fast. We're going to go for open floor. And that's what we're not going to set up anymore. Just get those rebounds, make a good account on the defensive end so that on the open floor, madali para sa atin.
First quarter pa lang may sense of urgency na itong Atami Sardines Zamboanga as Jason Strait good on that under-goal stop.
At saka bibilib ka dun, Ken, kasi nasustain nila hanggang sa second quarter. There was a bit of, I guess, pero medyo downhill ng konti. Pero they were able to recover again towards the middle of the third.
Actually, nag-gamble na si Coach Bong de la Cruz late in the third.
Right.
Josan Nimes was their center late in the third. And they mounted the rally, cutting the lead down to 8 points.
Right.
But itong Atami Sardines Zamboanga proving steady, re-establishing their biggest lead so far, 21 points.
And that surprise move, Ken, if you remember, putting Jerick Teng as the point guard for a certain number of minutes worked wonders for them until Atami once again woke up and realized that they got to go back to their objective, they got to go back to their goals and their schemes. And so right now, at this part of the game, they are up huge, 84-65.
Ryan Costello, only 4 points, 2 out of 7 shooting. Definitely one of the biggest missing links para dito sa Pasig Santa Lucia Realtors.
Oh, definitely. Well, a lot of missing links though para dito sa Pasig din, because when you look at their bench points, they still got their 46. They still got the looks on the threes kanina. It's just that they weren't able to convert. They only have 25% conversion versus their normal 32% league-wide.
None of their point guard trio, Jun Manzo, Ryan Costello, Robbie Manalans, cracking double figures. Lester Tamayo, mintis din sa kanyang reverse layup. 30 seconds left here. Looks like win number 3 para dito sa Atami Sardines Zamboanga.
And again, it really goes back to imposing that momentum and imposing their will in this match, that this is how we're gonna play this match. You guys play our style, we're not gonna play your style, you catch up. And so that's what the story's been for this match between Atami and Pasig Realtors.
You have to remember major implications in the team standings. Kuala Lumpur Asil winning over Danao City MJAS Zenith. And yung All-Star Bacolod Ballers Bingo Plus nanalo naman kontra sa AFP FSD Makati Cavaliers. As the horn sounds to end this game in which itong Atami Sardines Zamboanga dominating itong Pasig Santa Lucia Realtors 84-65.
I think more importantly, Ken, more than stopping that streak of wins by nitong Pasig Santa Lucia, the important achievement of Atami Sardines now is that they got a foot inside the advancing 8 teams.
So back into the drawing board, itong Pasig Santa Lucia Realtors, who will drop to 3-2 sa team standing. Samantala itong Family's Brand Sardines, Atami Sardines, Zamboanga. Now with an even 3-3 card. Tanda natin, Coach Mike, yung top 8, napaka-importante dyan in the team standings.
Yeah, because definitely what you want to do is to be able to gain that twice to beat advantage. Like what we said earlier, Ken, that any of the 8 teams that's going to advance is capable of beating the teams in the top 4. And so you want to gain yung dalawang beses ka dapat talunin bago ka ma-out dun sa playoff na yun.
Marami nag-ambag dito para sa Atami Sardines. Choi Ignacio, 10 points, 2 big 3-pointers here in the second half. Aaron Heruta, solid on the point guard position, 11 points, 2 rebounds. But ang napili nating best player of the game, kasama ngayon si Megan Cabrera.
Thanks so much, Ken and Mike. Natin ngayon ang Pure Gold best player of the game, Chito Jaime. Chito, so this was definitely a bounce back game for you. 13 points compared to your last game. Can you tell me more about your game today?
Yun nga, kailangan namin mag-bounce back ngayong game na to. Yun ay pumasok sa isip namin na kailangan namin manalo pag ngayon. Kasi mga susunod na game namin, medyo malakas yung team, pero lalaban pa rin kami.
Okay, so after your last loss, sabi nga nila na wala kayong days off. After non-practice tayo agad. Ano masasabi mo na na-secure ulit ng team ninyo ang win na ito?
Yun nga, medyo yung paghihirap namin, ito yung gift namin sa sarili namin, itong panalo na to.
Okay, bati tayo sa mga friends, family, and fans natin na nanonood.
Yes, unang-una nagpapasalamat ako kay God sa binigay niya panalo sa amin. Binabati mo pala yung mga taga Zamboanga, kay Ma'am Anita Cao, owner ng Family Brand Sardines, Atami Sardines, kay Ma'am Tonet. Binabati ko yung wife ko, si Rosan, anak ko si Gianna, si Mama Pe, Tito Bats, Bono. Nanay ko pala si Clarita, si Ate Karen, si Kuya Jordan, si Liza, si Jacob, si Ate Christy, Kuya Jay, CJ, Claire, Carl, Chester, Kyla, Karil, Jeng. And kuya ko na nasa Arizona, si Kuya Chris, si Ate Ayan, si Sam, si Seb. Lahat ng mga kababayan ko sa Diluvian, Bataan, Tropang RTC, Jaime family, Montevideo family, Naval family, Sakdalan family, yung former teammates ko sa Ruas Vanguards, and lahat ng mga taga-bantayan, yung Payag Boys and Payag Girls. And shoutout kay Boss Rost, and kay Coach Jack. Good luck sa game nyo.
Maraming salamat, Chito, and congratulations to you and your team. Back to you, Ken and Mike.
Thank you, Megan. Chito Jaime, the former AMA product, solid as always para dito sa Atami Sardines as they win 84-65 kontra dito sa Pasig Sta Realtors. And up next, the highly anticipated matchup, Muntinlupa Angeles Resort EOG Cooley will square off against the San Juan Knights. So tutok lang kayo dito. Ako po si Ken Pangilinan alongside Coach Mike Perez and Megan Cabrera working the sidelines. This is the 2020 PhilBasket Summer Championship. Stay with us.
Not in my house. Let's go! Come on, come on!
You talk about reaching back and throwing it down.
And the bench loves it.
Oh my God!
And on 3, 1, 2, 3.
Win.
Not in my house. Let's go! Come on, come on!
You talk about reaching back and throwing it down.
And the bench loves it.
Oh my God!
And on three. 1, 2, 3.
Win.
Not in my house. Let's go! Come on, come on!
You talk about reaching back and throwing it down.
And the bench loves it.
Oh my God!
And on three. 1, 2, 3.
Win.
Not in my house.